I've literally just dipped my hair in my coffee. Happy 2017 everyone! So, welcome back to my channel. Hi, I hope you had a great end of last year. We're going into the new year, hashtag new year, new me. I hope you're all excited for 2017 because let's be real, 2016 was a bit of a shit show. So today what I thought I would do is sit down. I've got a cup of coffee and a water with lemon because one of my New Year's resolutions is to drink more water. But yeah, I thought I would sit down and just talk to you about my favourites and least favourites of 2016. This will mostly be beauty products, but then I'm going to throw in some like favourite and least favourite moments, just personal moments, and then also things like films. So this video will probably be long, so you might want to pause the video right here, go and get a snack and a cup of tea or coffee or lemon water if you're on a health kick like me, and yeah, saddle up. So I've actually written a few ideas in my book here, but I'm probably just going to wing it. Should we start with least favourites, get them out of the way? There's negativity in this part of the video, so trigger warning. Films that I hated in 2016, there's only really one film that I saw it and I thought, wow, what a waste of my life, what a waste of breath, what a waste of time and energy for everyone involved, and that was Zoolander 2, the most disappointing film that I've ever seen in my life. Zoolander 1 is one of my favourite comedies of all time. That is probably the only film that I've sat there and thought, God, take me now, and not in a good way. Another of my least favourites, and this is kind of like a makeup thing, is charcoal masks. I mean the ones that you like spread on your face and then peel off. They are the most painful thing, and apparently they're really bad for you. Like, people think that it's really good because it pulls out all the like crap from out of your nose. So gross, by the way. It's like having a face wax. It's not good. That leads me on to something else that's absolutely disgusted me in 2016, and that is pimple popping videos. If you can sit and watch pimple popping videos or you get any kind of enjoyment out of them, how can you sleep at night? That keeps me awake. And when I see that on my Facebook timeline, or I see that someone's shared it, or I see it even pop up as an advertisement, they're like trying to force pimple popping videos on you, and I find it really bizarre and gross. Also, throughout this video, if you agree or disagree with anything that I'm saying, then let me know in the comments because I would love to open this up to a discussion. Another one of my least favourites, makeup related, is NARS, what's it called? NARS Creamy Concealer or whatever it is. Don't get me wrong, it's a good concealer. I used it, I did buy it, so I was going to use it because I wasn't going to spend £20 on a concealer and then never use it again. But it's just not worth £20, like it's so overhyped. This Fit Me by Maybelline, this concealer, is just as good as the NARS concealer, and this is like, I'd say, a fifth of the price. And I don't like feeling ripped off, and NARS makes me feel ripped off. Just with their foundation that I spent £30 odd on, that was a disappointment. It's too expensive. Move on. Oh my god, this one's probably my least favourite thing of 2016 altogether, and that is glitter lips. Like, it's impractical, it looks stupid, and I just don't like it. At the clothes show and at like salons and even at like shopping centres, they try and force it on you, like, can we put this on you for free? Like, they always want to put it on you for free, and there's no way in hell that I'm going to be walking around Meadowhall shopping centre with sparkly red lips. This is so negative, I'm sorry. I promise we're nearly at the end of the negativity, but when I'm negative about something, I'm super negative, so let's just get it out of the way. Okay, so some least favourite things that happened in my personal life this year. This is where it gets really depressing, but then we're gonna go over to favourites and it's gonna be great. My flat set on fire where I used to live. I have done a whole video on this, so I'll link that down below. And we had to live in a Premier Inn for 6 weeks, which is the worst 6 weeks of my life. Nothing wrong with Premier Inn. It's fine for 2 or 3 nights, a week pushing it if you're on holiday. You know, it's fine for a short break. For 6 weeks, living there, working there, eating there, sleeping there, breathing there. Also, this year, my granny was diagnosed with lung cancer. Some of you may know this, some of you may not know this. I made a video and then deleted it, so the chances are that a lot of you didn't see it. I really didn't like the video. I thought it was really like depressing and negative, and just not very nice for you watching it, and not nice for me filming it either. Things got quite emotional and I don't really want to remember that video, so I deleted it. and that was shit. Just before New Year, my great granddad passed away, so that was awful. It was just after Christmas, just before New Year. I don't really want to dwell on that kind of stuff, like I don't want to sit and talk about it, that would take a whole new video. So let's just move on to the favourites. So my favourite films for 2017 were Deadpool and Suicide Squad, which I know is, you know, a lot of people didn't like Suicide Squad. A lot of the reviews were awful, and a lot of people that I know didn't go to watch the film because of the reviews, and I think that that's really sad because a lot of the people that were criticising the film had really high expectations. And if you're a proper, you know, comic book geek and like you love that kind of thing, then you probably have a lot higher expectations than what I have, and I actually really enjoyed the film. Another thing that I really loved this year in terms of TV is Sherlock. I watched the first episode in December and subsequently watched the whole 3 series at that time in like a week. I'm gonna put the first episode of season 4, is it? Yeah, first episode of season 4 that was on New Year's Day into my least favourite things of, oh no, because that was on 2017, pushing it. But I would put that into my least favourites because that's probably the worst episode of Sherlock that I've ever seen, and I was super disappointed in that episode. But anyway, Sherlock in general, the first 3 series that I've seen were amazing and they've changed my life. I was stood behind someone in the post office yesterday, and I noticed just from looking at them from behind that they had a girlfriend with blonde hair, they had 2 dogs, 2 white dogs of different sizes, or one was long hair and one was short hair, and that they also probably worked on a building site or did something with their hands. So I could tell that just from watching Sherlock. So I'm pretty much a private detective for 2017, so if you want to hire me, contact my business email. This is the Better Than Sex mascara. This is the waterproof one. I also have the regular one. These are the best mascaras I've ever used. I used to love the They're Real by Benefit. I've kind of fell out of love with that a little bit at the moment. So I'm probably gonna go and buy both of these again, the waterproof one and the non-waterproof one. Because when they work, they're friggin' amazing. They just dry out really quickly, which is a shame. Another one of my favourites this year is the Sleek Highlighting Kit. You probably heard Jeffree Star talk about this if you watch Jeffree Star. He's obsessed with it, and with good reason. The only thing that I would say is that I don't use any colour other than this one. This is literally the only one that I use, but for the price and for the quality of the highlighter, using that, they could sell that on its own for the same price of all this palette and I would still buy it. My favourite fake tan of the year is this one, which is Zen Tan. It smells like cherry bakewell, so it doesn't smell like horrible fake tan, which I love because cherry bakewells and almond flavours in general I love the smell of. So this is the Zen Tan Dark Lotion Weekly Self Tan. I usually put this on and then wash it off after about 7 hours. I think it says to wash it off after like 3 hours on this, but I usually wait like 8 hours to wash it off. You'll put it on and you look super brown, it's awful, and you just can't leave the house like that. When you wash it off, it looks kind of like really faint and natural, and then it will develop over the next few hours to be a bit deeper, but it's super natural looking. It's literally the best fake tan I've ever used, definitely better than Saint-Tropez even. Next thing that I loved in 2016 was the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I was actually gifted this by a PR company, so I didn't go out and buy this myself, and to be honest I wouldn't have bought it if I hadn't been gifted it, to be truly honest, just because I've not really heard anything about it and I don't really invest a lot of money in my primers. Like I would normally go out and buy like a £4 primer, whereas this is a bit more expensive, but this is definitely worth it. The best primer that I can recall ever using happens to be this one. Took the plunge and spent £30 on this foundation, which is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. It's really good. It's super expensive and I wouldn't use this as an everyday foundation purely because I could not afford to keep replacing this. But using this as a nighttime foundation or a going out foundation or a special occasion foundation, perfect. It's quite high coverage and it's buildable, but it doesn't feel like you have loads of stuff like stuck on your skin. So yeah, the next thing is Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in Unicorn Blood. I actually don't know where it is at the moment. I think it's in my bag downstairs, but that's the first lipstick that I've got from Jeffree Star. Controversial character, but actually Elliot bought it me for Christmas and I love it. It's a really good high quality lipstick. If you didn't know, I have my own range of liquid lipsticks. I'll link them down below. It's super difficult to get that right, and he does it really, really well. So I was really impressed with that, being the first time trying it. So the next thing that I got, which I actually got right at the end of 2016, is this Olympus pen camera. Oh my god, I die for it. And I got it £100 cheaper than what it is on the website, so I thought that was a really good deal. This camera, if you need like a decent camera that's not too expensive, that's going to let you take really, really good Instagram shots, especially, like that's the reason that I got this for my Instagram and for my blog. This is absolutely perfect. You can even take pictures in square mode and then send them by Wi-Fi directly from the camera to your phone. So you could literally take a picture in square mode, upload it to your phone and put it on Instagram straight away, and I really love that. And then also you can adjust the settings so you can get that really blurry background. There's a setting for you to adjust that. I got this so that I can do awesome blog content. So if you're not following my blog already, then make sure that you go and follow me on there. So yes, that is everything for my 2016 favourites and least favourites. I am actually really excited for 2017. There's a lot of exciting things happening. I've actually just added a load of new stuff to my website, which is hnhuk.com. There's now eyeliners, primers, false lashes. The Chelsea lashes, by the way, are back in stock, thank God. Like every time I restock them, they go out of stock straight away. But yeah, so I have my website, I have new stuff going on my blog all the time. I'm really focusing on my Instagram at the moment, so if you want to follow me on Instagram, there's a lot of like fashion, travel, beauty, things like that on there. That's just Hannah Leigh 0, same with my Twitter. But I will link everything down below for you. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. So yeah, 2017, eh? I was wondering if we would actually get to 2017 with all the crazy stuff that was happening last year. It was like the apocalypse. Let me know in the comments what you want me to film over the next year. I'll be really excited to know what you want to see from me. And if you support me, then thank you so, so much. Give this video a thumbs up, it really does help. And I will see you next time. Bye!